Hey guys, before we get started, be sure to go check out Brill Armory for all your airsoft upgrade parts and more. Hey guys, today we will be checking out a gun that I built for a customer, and it is the Echo1 614 or Echo1 416. I have deemed this the balance build. Now this is a balance build for one basic reason. It's not really a high speed, but it's not really a high torque setup. It's not pulling a really strong spring, and it's not pulling it really fast either. So it's just a balanced build because it's about the average kind of performing gun, and it's a very, very reliable build. Now externally what we got going on is something very, very basic, just the stock gun. I mean, nothing on the outside has changed except for a paint job that the customer, I believe, has done himself. Now, whether or not you like the paint job is up to you, it's a matter of opinion. I kind of think it's pretty cool. It kind of gives it that worn and tattered look. And that's really about it externally. Everything is plastic except for the rail system here. It is metal, and it does not have a flash hider, but oh well, that doesn't really matter to the performance at all. Now internally is where it has some pretty cool stuff done to it, some pretty cool parts going on. So we're going to start there, and we're going to start the hop-up unit and barrel, and then we're going to move our way back. So for the hop-up and barrel assembly, we have the stock 2-piece hop-up chamber. I have decided to put in a RetroArms 229mm brass barrel. This is actually really cool brass barrels that are nickel coated. I might do a review on them because I found some really interesting things out about them that I'm kinda ambivalent with. So we're gonna go over that later. That'll be a different video. But other than that, I have flat hopped the bucking, sealed it, and performed a M-nub style modification with my own erasers. I don't actually buy M-nubs, I kind of make them, and that works for me, so oh well. Like I said, it has a Lonex 70 debucking, which has been flat hopped. It's the RetroArms barrel. And with all this stuff going on here, we're getting a really, really good air seal along with some really fantastic range on .28. So we're going to chrono it soon so you can see how hard it's hitting. Now inside the gearbox and what we got going on in the motor and the electrical, we're going to go over right now. So with the gearbox shell, what I did is I had to replace it because the one that was in the gun originally was broken, so I had to buy a replacement. And the first company I looked to for a replacement shell is Lonex. They just make good gearbox shells for a decent price, and this thing's pretty much never going to break, so I'm not worried about that really. And then, the next thing you're probably going to notice is it's got a really cool looking red cylinder. Now I got this red cylinder because it stands out, and it was actually just in my junk, box, and I just threw it in, got a perfect air seal, and called it a day. I believe it is an Angel Customs cylinder. I believe so, I'm not sure. It is made out of aluminum, so oh well, works fine though. Other than that, we have the stock spring, a G&G piston along with a G&G piston head, a JG cylinder head along with a JG air nozzle, and an SHS Tappet, I believe. Yes, that is correct, I think so. SHS Gen3 18:1 gears, not the Gen 4 gears that are CNC'd, but the Gen 3 gears that have the reinforced bevel design, the ones that first did the reinforced design. And they're just 18:1. He just wanted something basic, not too fast, not too slow. Then I have a ZCI Balance motor, which is getting us about 20 RPS, and maybe about 25, maybe not that low. And then for the trigger contact setup, I just got a stock trigger contact system, as well as an Apex Garter MOSFET wired into a Dean's connector. And this is all wired in with 16 gauge wire, Lonex gold motor connectors, and that's basically what we're rocking here. I did keep the Lonex bearings. They'll be fine up until about 30 RPS. Around there I would replace them, but this is not 30 RPS, this is about 25 on an M110 spring, so I'm not too worried about breaking the bearings. That's about all I got internally. Let's go chrono it. So I have my chrono here set up. I have my whole chrono station ready to go. We're going to chrono it on 2 batteries. We're going to chrono it on a 7.4 volt LiPo and an 11.1 volt LiPo. So let's go ahead and chrono it on a 7.4 volt LiPo. Here we go. Alright, you get 404 FPS on a 7.4 volt LiPo. Let's go ahead and fire it in full auto and see what the RPS is. Well, if it'll register RPS. 1000 RPM, which is 1000 revolutions per minute. So we just chronoed it on a 7.4 volt battery, and now I got my 11.1 volt plugged in, and we're going to chrono it with that. So here we go. Semi-auto first, though FPS won't really change. 401, so... Okay, so I'm going to flip it to full auto, and because 11.1 volts don't really change FPS. Okay, so we have 1500 RPM on the 11.1 volt at about the same FPS, and then we have 1000 RPM on the 7.4 volt. Now, what all that equates to is 1000 RPM is about 16.6 RPS, and a 11.1 on the 1500 RPM is about 24 RPS. So that's about where it sits here. I have done an ultimate air seal kind of modification where I get the absolute best air seal possible, and it's working great. So I might make a video on that covers, all that good stuff, but that'll be later. But for now, I will see you guys later, and this is a successful build.